All right. Fantastic. Glad to be here. Today is a great day. My name is Dr. Roz. That's what everybody calls me. My full name is Dr. Rosalind Shaw Belt. And I'm a wife. I do a number of things that God has blessed me to do in my life. But what I'm excited about is being a part of this movement here at Akana. Yes, I've been here since the company started. We're approaching 6 years. And when I was sitting in that room, I knew that right then and there, this was the one opportunity, the one time that I was not going to miss. And I'm so excited to be an Emerald Director here at Akana. And we'll talk a little bit more about that in a few minutes. But there's a health crisis going on. That's what I want to talk about because we've got stuff going on in your family, my family, everybody. I mean, matter of fact, put it in the chat, just put up a number one if you have anybody in your family that's dealing with heart disease or died of a heart attack, had cancer, maybe is no longer here and we celebrate their life, or they were a diabetic, or you just know, we got young people, their life is being shortened. So that means to me, if you put a one in the chat, that means that you are in the right place at the right time. Because the thing is, we've got to stop this pandemic. We got to stop this crisis. We got to stop this problem in the United States. Our CEO, Melissa Boston, coined a phrase called chewicide. Yeah, we're literally digging our graves with our fork. And it goes way back, guys. If we go back in history, and I've done a lot of research and I do a lot of teachings on Saturdays, and it makes me do a lot of research. And when I look at the African diet prior to slavery, that diet was full of fruits and vegetables, unlike our standard American diet, which is sad, yes, full of processed foods. And so that's the problem. We're killing ourselves. We're digging our graves. We're literally committing suicide. And then all of us, as I said, we know, the leading killer is heart disease. And it's called the silent killer. In 2020, nearly 700,000 people died from cardiovascular disease. And guess what? Most of them did not know they had a heart condition until death. But it's silent. So the damage is already done. And the person's not aware of it. But what they really weren't aware of is that it was reversible. And there's an alarming number of young people, oh my God, 14 to 19 years of age that are showing as much as 40% blocked arteries. Now, that's not a statistic that I'm really excited about sharing. But do you know the significance of age 45 for African Americans? Did you know there's something about turning 45? Well, I happen to be older than that, and I'm pleased and excited that I don't fall in that category. But a lot of people, as soon as they hit 45, as soon as you hit 50, you are twice as likely to die from heart disease. Why is that? Not because of your genetics. No, don't tell me about your mama and your grandmama. I'm not trying to play the dozens on you, but guess what? It's because of something called atherosclerosis. We'll have a little difficulty getting that out, but it's plaque built up around the arteries. When that plaque builds up around the arteries, the same amount of blood that it takes to get through your arteries as a perfectly good artery is the same amount of blood you need to get through a blocked artery. But now it's more difficult. Now it has to push harder. And all that plaque is there hindering the flow of the blood and the oxygen and the nutrients. And that's what causes these heart attacks and strokes and aneurysms. So here's our vision here at Akana. Our vision is a world where everyone has access to the nutrition and resources they need to thrive. Oh, I've heard people saying we're thriving in 2025. See, we want to create healthier, more resilient communities. And we're doing it through personalized wellness for your blood type. We're breaking cycles of disease and poverty, and we're empowering families to build a legacy of health and prosperity for generations to come. So let's today talk about 5 key reasons why these problems impact communities. And, we're talking about our community in particular. Number one, It's the lack of understanding blood types. Oh my God. What do you mean, Dr. Roz, blood types? What in the world is that? Well, do you know your blood type? That's my question. The economist committed to helping 1 million families, 1 million people, 1 million bodies learn their blood type. I'm going to ask again, do you know your blood type? Put it in the chat if you know your blood type. Are you A? Are you B? Are you AB? Or are you O? What is your blood type? Now, if you say any other letter than that, that's not your blood type. See, your blood type is a powerful genetic fingerprint that identifies you as surely as your DNA. A is called agrarian. It's nature's vegetarians. B is for balance. They thrive on a diverse diet, but except chicken, shrimp, crab, and lobster can kind of disrupt that, right? O is the oldest blood type. Most of us, a lot of times in one setting, will find more O blood types than the others. They thrive on the high protein diet. Sometimes they think they can get away with everything. I'm an O. But there's still some things we've got to be aware of. And then there's AB. That's the complex and the modern. It's the rarest blood type. And we've got some of all of that here, I'm sure, today. But your blood type, it's the key. It is literally the key to unlocking your body's nutritional blueprint. Because, see, your blood type is the single most important determinant in how your body reacts with food or interacts with food that you eat. And if those foods will cause inflammation, digestive problems, and or weight gain. How many of you ever experienced any of that? You ever wondered why you eat certain things and, oh my God, I'm having trouble digesting that. Oh, you start feeling stuff. Oh, you just start swelling. Oh, you start blowing up. And because you don't know that there's something you're eating that is going against your particular blood type, that's literally causing that problem. And then all they do is put you on some medication. I'm going to talk about that today at 3 o'clock. They're just putting you on a pill. And literally, if you knew your blood type, then your immune system could work in your favor. See, our immune system is designed to protect us from lectins. How many ever heard that term, lectins? Lectins are proteins found in some of the plants and foods that give us health benefits, that they interfere with digestion and nutrient absorption. See, you can literally be eating all the right things. You can be plant-based, you could be a vegan, you could be a vegetarian, and still not be eating according to your blood type. And now your immune system is having to work harder and fight. It's like a shield. It's like a Superman. It's Spider-Man. And 95% of those lectins are just sloughed off like water on a duck's back. Only 5% get through to the bloodstream and start reacting with your red and white blood cells. That's if your immune system is operating at its optimum performance. Now, but what if? What if your immune system is not up to par? Then those numbers kind of switch, right? 5% is being sloughed off and 95% is getting through. Those are the folk that end up with, that we find that are diabetics, that have high blood pressure, that have autoimmune diseases. Those are the people who found themselves on ventilators when COVID hit, because their immune system was compromised. So then, since I need to know about my blood type, don't I need to know about what I might need to avoid or at least minimize? Okay, now I'm finna give you some stuff. Don't shoot the messenger. I know you're looking at the chart. Yep. What are you, an A, B, O, or an AB? If you're an A and you love eating a banana every morning, I'm here to tell you, don't shoot the messenger, but let's avoid it, right? If you're a B and you love your chicken, I don't care if it's fried, dyed, or laid to the side. It's toxic to your blood type. If you're an O and you love your avocados, yes, your cashews, your white wine, your oranges, let me just ask you this question. If you're an O blood type and I gave you an orange and said, here, this is one of the sweetest oranges you will ever taste, but it's poisonous. See, if I put that disclaimer on it, are you going to eat it? No. And that's what we're doing when we don't have this knowledge. We're literally walking around in the blind, eating blindly about things that we don't know that are doing damage to our body, the ABs. You get a choice of all of the A's and the B's. You just mix it all together there, and there are things that you really should avoid. And I'm going to give you a little leeway, at least minimize it. It should not be the thing that you're doing on a daily basis. So we've got to learn our blood type. And here at Econo, we have ways to help you do that. We'll talk about that shortly. But this is what time it is. It's time to break the generational cycle, because the power is not in your doctor's hands. It's not in your parents' hands. The power is in your hands. So if you sit here and listen to me and you think blood type doesn't mean anything, I dare you to go and give blood or receive blood and get the wrong kind and find out what's going to happen. You're right. The wrong blood will definitely kill you. Guess what? If you eat the wrong food, it could be slowly killing you softly. I love that song to sing it when I go to karaoke. But eating the wrong food could slowly kill you. If you've never heard about this, which I was one of those persons, never heard about this. And when I finally heard about it, that was the question I asked. Why am I just learning? The fact that blood type, eating the wrong food, impacts my blood cells based on my blood type. Why am I just hearing this? You know why? Because of Big Pharma. See, if it's not taught in medical school, or if it's not created by Big Pharma, it's not going to be promoted in the United States. I read an article many years ago about a young lady, young Black sister, who had a cure for cancer. And they told her she couldn't talk about it unless she put it on a pill. See, if it's not being created by Big Pharma, it's not going to be promoted in the United States. They only promote what's going to be profitable. Remember back in the day, I'm old school, and I remember back in the day when you see all the cigarettes, the silver slims, and they'd be putting the cigarette up to their mouth because it was a good thing and it made you feel grown. And many of us couldn't wait till we became grown so we could smoke a cigarette. And then a little bit after that, they put a sign on the pack saying causes cancer. Well, it caused cancer from the day that you smoked it. We used to have butter, then we had margarine, and margarine was the big thing. Don't do butter, do margarine. And then all of a sudden we found out these are trans fats that are killing us. Now we got the cell phone, we got the cell phone towers, the 5G cell phones, and guess what? Where they're putting most of them in our neighborhoods. And all of this energy is people are wearing earpods in their ears 24/7 and causing brain cancer. Studies are already showing this genetically modified food. You can't find anything that's not in a box or a package or a jar or a can that's been genetically modified. It's been changed from the source that it was. And then how many of you heard it? Milk does the body good? No, doesn't. Matter of fact, if you go to the farm and ask the cow, he would tell you, you're taking away my milk from my calf. That's who it's for. But there are some countries, guys, that realized that this was special, that there was something important about blood type, and it was Japan. Not us here in the United States, Japan. That was the country that adhered to the blood type philosophy, and as a result, they have a longer life expectancy, 84.6. Look at our life expectancy in the United States, 76 years. And if you're African American, it's even shorter than that. So by following the blood type diet, we will see that there's already evidence that shows millions of people reported positive improvements just by doing this. Even before they become a vegan or a vegetarian or a plant-based. Just by following the blood type diet, you can protect yourself from common viruses and infections and take a stand against life-threatening diseases. You can even achieve your ideal weight, slow the aging process, who doesn't want to do that, and cleanse your body of toxins and unhealthy fats. Now, all of this we just talked about was just one thing, the first thing that's causing our health issue. Now, number two, oxidation. How many of you know what oxidation is? Everybody does. You may not have known it by that term, but all you got to do is take a banana, sit it on the counter, walk away, come back, and it's starting to brown. is starting to age, it's starting to oxidize. And researchers have finally identified that one of the most important contributors to heart disease, wrinkles, cancer, arthritis, and many other problems associated with getting older is oxidation. Just like rust, just like screws that sit outside and the oxygen gets to them and they begin to rust. Guess what? That's happening on the inside of our bodies. So we need antioxidants. Does that make sense? If I'm oxidizing inside, I need something to counteract that. What counteracts that? Fruits and vegetables. They're loaded with plant compounds called phytonutrients, which also have antioxidant abilities. Some phytonutrients have shown to disable cancer-causing substances as well. You mean that I could eat certain fruits and vegetables and I wouldn't necessarily, I maybe could avoid chemo, radiation, or surgery? I'm just saying, because that's because of oxidants. Number 3, omega-3. Omega-3 is an essential fatty acid, and most of us are deficient of omega-3. Oh, we got plenty of omega-6. Every time you go to the fast food restaurant, you're getting another bit of omega-6. But when you're deficient of omega-3, it's because you're having cardiovascular health, you're having cognitive decline. Oh my God, how much of our numbers increased for those with dementia and Alzheimer? We've got to have more omega-3. You see in the picture, all of that in the picture is omega-3s that we need in our diet every single day. At least every week you ought to have some broccoli and some nuts and some seeds and some, you see that? All that omega-3, so that you don't have that chronic inflammation or that metabolic health problems or immune functionings not properly functioning. We don't need it to be a weak immune system, and we need better bone health. But when you're deficient in omega-3, you find these things happening in your body. Number 4 is an unhealthy gut. 70% of our immune system is in our gut. We call it the microbiome. And these gut issues arise when our diet includes improper food choices and lacks sufficient fiber, probiotics, and prebiotics. You wondering if you're having some gut problems? Well, think about it. How well are you digesting? Do you have a weakened immune system? Are you absorbing your food? Are you having good nutrition? Is there some inflammation in your body, skin problems, mental health challenges, weight management, hormonal imbalances, or autoimmune conditions? Then you need to check out your gut. And we're going to tell you what to do about it. And then number 5, parasite invasion. Now, nobody likes to look at this picture right here with the creepy crawlers and think about that you might have creepy crawlers growing on the inside of you, eating up the nutrients that you're trying to put to your body. They're being fed, right? Yeah, there's a video on YouTube where you can take a piece of meat. One of our doctors talked about this, and put it in the sink and pour, and just let it sit there and pour Coca-Cola on top of it and see the critters come out, because it's dead meat, right? Yeah, we cook out, we might fry the critters, but they're still going inside your body, and they're causing chronic infection. They're causing the presence, we see that presence in autopsies, and they're causing mental health. We've literally had people in this company to do our program and see parasites come out. So why do I say that? Because we have solutions. See, it's not just about talking about the problem. We've got solutions. So we're going to talk very quickly about 5 steps for you to begin to have not only generational wealth, but generational health. But before I do that, let me tell you that this product and the products I'm going to talk about are never intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease. The information I'm about to give you, that I've given you thus far, is provided for informational purposes only and is not intended as a substitute for advice from your physician or your healthcare professional. If you are pregnant, nursing, taking medication, or have a medical condition, please consult your healthcare provider before using any nutritional supplements, because individual results may vary. And let me say something about individual results. We have testimonies. We have people that make claims. We don't make claims, but our customers do. So here we go. Do you know your blood type? I'm going to say it again. I'm going to say it till you get it. Because your blood type is a more reliable measure of your identity than your race, your culture, or your geography. It is a genetic blueprint of who you are and a guide to how you can live most healthfully. Anybody here want to live a healthy life? Number two, let's be real personal. Let's learn what's best for you. Because food that heals one can harm another. That's why you've got to know your blood type, so you can know what foods are best for you. And then we want you to purchase the option that works best based on what your goals are. I don't know what your goals are. What are your goals? To get rid of your pain, to get off the medication, to reduce the medication, to get more energy in your life, to feel better? What are your goals? Well, we've got options no matter what they are. And the first option is to get our blood type support kit. We want to support you. This kit, it includes the herbal tea, the nutrition, the testing for your blood type, and it's designed to kickstart the whole cleansing, which is necessary, because without any cleansing, there is no healing. If you don't flush the sewer system, there is no healing. So we've got two different kits. One's option one and one is option two. And I heard my sister say this the other day, and I said, I'm going to start saying that. I suggest you just get option one. I know option two is $10 less, and it doesn't include the blood type test kit. But you know why I'm telling you to get option one? Because even if you know your blood type, I guarantee you're going to run into somebody in your family, in your space, in your community that does not. And guess what you'll be able to do? You'll be able to gift to them a blood type test kit. Or maybe you could sell it to them. That's your choice. But when you get option one, you've got it even if you don't need it for yourself. See, it's got to be bigger than just what we do for ourselves. And one of the things in this starting process is what we call bitters. It's the flat belly bitters. It's a 4-day detox. So now we've got some other detoxes that go a little bit longer, but sometimes people say, well, no, I can't go that long, but we can do 4 days. And see, here's how it works. It boosts your digestion. It stimulates the production of digestive enzymes, bile, and stomach acid, and that is essential. It helps to regulate your appetite, reduce those cravings, that get you up in the middle of the night going to get the ice cream out the refrigerator, just saying. It supports your liver detoxification by filtering out toxins from the blood. It eliminates fat-soluble toxins through your digestive system. It alkalizes the body and reduces inflammation, and it improves the gut by promoting the growth of beneficial bacteria. That's what bitters does. It's just a 4-day detox. I'll be real with you, it doesn't taste really good, but man, golly, it does the job. Absolutely amazing. And then we're going to give you a sample of the world's first meal replacement that covers all of those 5 key problems that we previously talked about. We talked about your blood type. We talked about antioxidants. We talked about the omega fatty acid. We talked about the gut. We talked about eliminating parasites. What about having a meal replacement that covers all those areas? It's got all the things that we need in it to support those things. Matter of fact, it's called Chocoberry Fusion, and we even have one that has a vanilla flavor to it. All you do is take the powder, put it in your smoothie, whatever you're drinking, and voila, every day. Now you can do that and have a couple of meal replacements if you like, and it services your body. Because we really want to personalize your wellness. So our second option is to personalize your wellness. And you want to be able to get the blood type support kit that fits you. We've got a 7-day. See, when you really are getting serious about this, it might take a little bit longer than 4 days. Now, not knocking the 4 days. If that's where you start, let's get you started. See, not doing this is not an option. Whether you do our 4-day or whether you do our 7-day, and the person that invited you here will get into details to explain to you the regimen. We don't leave you without any instructions. We're going to walk through this journey with you. The 7-day has a purifier, eliminator, and a regenerator. That purifier is a liquid colonic tea that really cleanses the whole body, begins to pull out the things in the body. The eliminator helps to remove those parasites I was talking about and reduce your mucus. And then the regenerator helps to restore the body, because we are missing so many kinds of nutrients. And then you have a QR code right there so you can scan and figure out what program you need to know what your yes list is. Yeah. So often I talked about what you should avoid, but I'm gonna tell you, when you find out what your blood type is, you're gonna want to know what you should eat. That's the bottom line. Your yes list. And then for all of you that are really ready, tired of being tired, sick of being sick, let's go. 21 days. We can do it. We just finished 21 days in the month of January. We tend to do it twice a year ourselves, 7 days every now and then, bitters every now and then. But the 21 days just gives you more product of the same stuff we just talked about. Now, for this next portion of this presentation, because I've talked about a lot of stuff and I've talked about things that I want you to get back with the person that invited you here and say to them, look, I'm ready to place an order. But then there's some of you that may say, I think I want to take this to the next level, because if I was sitting in the room like you were almost 6 years ago, you realize that this might be something I really want to help other people with. And that's becoming a wellness influencer or a certified coach. Because now you can earn 20 to 40% commission on all retail purchases when other people decide, once they see you, let me tell you something, they're going to ask you, what are you doing? Because that's what we do. Whenever we see Ernestine Davis, 64 years young, she switched to foods tailored to her blood type. It helped her lose belly fat. It improved her digestion. And she's done 2 competitions. She achieved 4th place in a bikini contest when she was 63 years young, and folks she was competing against was in their 20s. Go, girl. All kinds of testimonies, 15 pounds down. Look at this. This is not, these are real people. Amazing testimonies. 21-day results. Look at this. Look at these stomachs drop. Look at these chests raise up. Look, oh my God. Losing babies, all kinds of stuff. Babies in their stomach, I'm talking about. Yeah, all kinds of 21-day results for these individuals. And we've got people that had results in 7 days. My sister here, Yvette, she said, I ain't playing with this thing. She went on a 100-day journey and then came and wrote a book about it. Look how changes took place in her body. And then we've got something that's a game changer. A game changer. Packed with powerful plant-based ingredients. I can't wait. Just ordered mine. Oh my God. We call it hemp Govi. Now, some of you have been watching television. You've been hearing testimonies of people that are using things that they got to get a shot. And listen, forget that. Let's get something natural, something without chemicals, something using products that burn your fat naturally, boost your metabolism naturally, curb your appetite naturally, support your digestive health naturally, and promote overall balance naturally. But I've got some good news. It says coming soon. Wow. It's here, guys. Absolutely, positively, it is here right now. Now, get back with the person who invited you and tell them, look, I need to try that hemp Govi Slim. It's a weight loss revolution. And then I got to pivot just a minute, because when we started our company, we started teaching people about cannabis. Now, I'm a baby boomer. First time somebody said cannabis to me, I'm thinking, no, I'm in ministry. I've been in ministry since 1980. I ain't trying to get high. But now I understand that cannabis and the blood type diet work hand in hand, because cannabis reduces inflammation. It helps manage stress, and it improves your digestion. So when we leverage the products of CBD and cannabis, we're not talking about getting high. This is health without the high. But when we put the two together with the blood type diet, now we achieve a more balanced, harmonious approach to wellness tailored to your unique biological predispositions. So let me help you just a minute, because you still may be lost like I was the first time I heard this. What does it have to do with my body? Well, it's a science. It's a science. It's called the endocannabinoid system. That's a science. All of us have receptors all over our body, in our hearts and our kidneys and our lungs and our skin, all over our bodies. In different areas, we have these receptors that are craving for cannabinoids like CBD. It's really a holistic solution. Unlike pharmaceuticals that usually target single symptoms, cannabinoids interact with the ECS and provide systematic benefits, offering a more natural approach to health and wellness. It is called bringing the body back into balance. The doctors call it homeostasis. So understand, we're not talking about marijuana. We're talking about hemp. See, hemp is the side of the plant where CBD comes from naturally. It's a natural compound that occurs in industrial hemp. Now, there are more than 85 different cannabinoids, not just CBD. There's so many others, but it's the second most common when most of us only really knew about Delta-9. And we didn't call it Delta-9. We just called it getting high. We called it getting to the Earth Wind concert, the lights go down, and poof, the smoke went up, and everybody got contact. Not CBD. It's non-psychotropic. And then not only do we have CBD, we have our newest kid on the block, THCA. The A makes a difference. It's a compound also occurring in industrial hemp. Out of more than 100 different cannabinoids, THCA is non-psychoactive. What does that mean? It does not get you high unless you heat it. The THCA, as long as you take the flower and put it in your smoothies and use it in your gummies or whatever you do, and you don't heat it. Now, if you heat it, you're one of those persons that's saying, I want to get, I want a little bit of the other side, right? So smoking, vaping, or cooking THCA will convert into THC. Akana, we just got the products. We've got the products that are certified. We got the products that are lab tested. We got the products that are 100% natural. And we don't even use our own lab. We use a third-party lab. So we formulate our own, even our own proprietary blends. This hempranium, that first one sitting right there, well, the second one, because I use the full spectrum. We got full spectrum. We got broad spectrum without the THC that has less than 0.0% if you've got a drug test going on in your life. But either way, we've got the products with our own formulation that you will not find anywhere else. That hempranium, I take it every morning. Turmeric, black seed oil, coconut, and peppermint. That's our formula. Our pain cream is our formula. Our gummies, they have our formulation. And then the THCA, that's our new kid on the block, it aligns with the plant-based diets, offering therapeutic benefits without the high, like juicing cannabis leaves or flowers. So if you're having problems with arthritis, autoimmune diseases, anti-inflammatory, neuroprotective, multiple sclerosis, Parkinson's, Alzheimer's, chronic pain, cancer, yeah, you might try. You might definitely want to do this. Now, these statements have not been evaluated by the FDA. This product is not intended to diagnose, treat, cure, or prevent any disease, and it's not for use by sale for persons under the age of 21. And then we've got RSO. Rick Simpson oil is what it stands for. And so many testimonies. I dare you to do the research for yourself and find out all the things that people are doing to use RSO. You see the stuff right there on the screen. I'm promising you one thing. If you will do the research, if you will take a look, if you will just give it a try and say, okay, I need something that's natural to solve some of these issues or to minimize some of the issues that I've been dealing with and my family's been dealing with in my body. That's number 3. Number 4, we want to transform your diet. It's not just about taking something. It's about changing a lifestyle. Transform your diet, dramatically improve your health. We always want the quick fix. We don't ever want to change our lifestyle, but that's what gives you the improvement of your health. And then we begin to break the cycle of generational illness. I don't care what's in your DNA. You can flip the switch and change the trajectory of your life and the generations after you by sharing the gift of health. We want you to inspire others to create generational health with your success story. That's why you're here. It's not just about you, but it's about those that are coming after you. Support your family's unique health journey. And one of those ways is to get our comprehensive health test. Now, this is so powerful because it includes a blood type test kit and a digital download. But it helps you to understand what's going on in the cells of your body. It has a $1,000 value. I sit down with people and I give them this bioscan, and in 2 minutes, it shows what's going on in the cells of their body, because everything starts in the cells, goes to the tissue, then it goes to the organs. Now we go to the doctor, they tell us what's in the organs, not what's in the cells. How cool is it to know that you're going in the wrong direction? Well, it's not cool, but you find out before it becomes an issue, before it becomes critical. We say healthcare, this is critical care when you only find out you got heart disease or you got cancer when it's stage 4. No, I want to know where my panel is, my omega-3 panel now, my gut, where is it now? Not just my gastrointestinal, but my small intestines and my large intestines. I need to know what minerals am I deficient of and what vitamins am I lacking now. So maybe if I'm lacking in vitamin A, I can Google vitamin A foods and start eating them. But if I don't know, we're destroyed, guys, for the lack of knowledge. And I want to know what condition, where I'm heading as it relates to my heart, my liver, and my kidneys. And that's available through this comprehensive health test just for $189. That's absolutely amazing. And then we challenge you, because once you realize this, you want to get some products on auto ship. Yeah, there's some products I've got to have on auto ship. I've got to have our coffee on auto ship. Now this new hemp Govee, I got to have it on auto ship. I don't want to be without it. And when you add that to the comprehensive test, then you get a very, very special that we do just for those that put it on auto ship. So check out our auto ship because it's absolutely amazing. Just check out all our products. We've got all kinds of products, over 70 products, whether it's for your energy, your essential oils, your relief, your hair, your culinary. Let me tell you something. This plant-based coffee is off the chain. Yeah, I can drink it black. That's how much I love it. Essential oils, peppermint, all these things that we need for essential things to put in your infuser. I used to use it in my mask all the time. Relief pain cream. Now, this is by far one of our top sellers in the company, always in the top 2, because it works. That's why. Not because of anything other than the fact that it works. Our hair care, oh my goodness, we've got people whose hair is just absolutely astounding because they've been religiously committed, consistently taking our hair care line. Now, don't try to take it 1 week and don't take it the next week, because you got to give it time to do what it does. And then those of you that like to cook, we've even got products to put in the skillet with you and in the baking with you. But it's about leaving a legacy, guys. You've seen the wonderful testimonies. We got food that heals one and harm the other. So that's why you want to know your blood type. And you will have a legacy to leave. You will have a testimony. So here's what we're going to do. What are your options? The blood type support kit. That's a great way to start. And I suggest you get number 1 and give away the blood type kit if you already know your blood type. Number 2, personalize this thing. Get your blood type. And then number 3, become a wellness influencer or a certified coach. Now, I didn't talk very much about that, but now I'm going to tell you a little bit more about this. I want you to put your business hat on for a minute, and let's talk about option number 3. Now, if you are not into the business side, don't care about the business side, you just want to be a customer, then go ahead and call the person, text the person, tell them I'm ready, I'm a number 1, I'm a number 2, but somebody on here may be a number 3. And you may be like I was, my husband and I, when we sat in the room and realized we didn't want to let another crypto time, another Amazon time, another Microsoft moment pass us by, because we missed all of those. It's about being an influencer. These are some people that have become influencers, and that's a terminology that we hear nowadays, being an influencer. That means a person holds the power to shape brand perception. They drive massive sales. They create personal connections with audiences. They don't ignore the trends. They don't fall behind. The influencer economy isn't just a trend, it's the future of marketing. Now, whether you know it or not, you are an influencer. Anytime you watch a movie on television and you tell somebody about it and they go watch it, you have just been an influencer. You influence them to watch it. Anytime you get a product in the store and you come back and use it and it works really good and you tell your neighbor, you tell your family member how good it was, you're an influencer. But you're not getting paid for it. Well, the time is now to get paid for it. The influencer business is booming on whatever level you choose to do it. There are trends in the social media like TikTok made me buy it. The market is currently at $33 billion globally, and it's projected to go to 107 or 190 billion by 2030. Now, there are different levels of influence. You decide what level you want to be an influencer on. But we have an influencer pack just for $399 that includes a whole lot of stuff. A 21-day reset, a flat belly tea, a flat belly fuel sample, extreme pain cream, your own website, social media 101 being taught by our CEO, Melissa Boston, a Kana certification, and you're going to be paid as a pearl for just 3 months. Now, you may not know what that is, but we'll teach you how the compensation plan works. But you just have access to tons and tons of products. And you're going to earn commissions starting at 20 to 40%. We'll show you how to go from 20 to 40. But it's going to improve your own health and wellness while you're helping somebody else. Who doesn't want to do that and earn income while making a difference? That's our wellness influencer pack. But then there's also, I told you, I'm a certified wellness coach. If I didn't say it, yep, I've gone through the course where I'm able to sit down with people, give them a bioscan, walk them through this journey, support them. If you're that kind of person and you love to support other people, then you want to become a certified wellness coach here at Akana. Now, this pack, $14.99, doesn't include the bioscan. So for, let's just say $2,000, another $500, you get the whole shebang. Everything, all the bells, all the whistles, all the products. Look how much you get. 3 7-day cleanses, 1 21-day, 2 extreme pain creams, 1 premium Hempranium Gold, 1 Hempranium Pure, 1 Hemp MD, 1 sample pain cream pack. That's to give samples away. Purely plant coffee, flat belly fuel, chockberry, 4-pack of label gummies, pure label gummies, gold label gummies, certification, all the other stuff that you got with the previous package and more. And talk about support, that's what you're going to get. Because our goal, guys, is to become a blue zone. How many of you heard of blue zones? Yeah, there's 6 of them. The blue zone is the 6 areas in the world where people eat far less animal meat and live longer. I'm talking about these blue zones are where the people grow and they get to be over 100 years of age and they're thriving. See, I want to be over 100, but I don't want you pushing me in a wheelchair. I don't want you having to feed me. I don't want to lose my cognition, right? These are people in these blue zones because they're living life to the fullest. They're living life like it's golden. So that's why our goal is to help 1.5% of the United States. That's our goal. If we do that, guess what? We'll be reaching 5 million people. If we reach 5 million people at $50, which is that smaller pack, that equals $250 million in sales. If we do that, and let's just say, let's be realistic. Let's say we don't do it. Let's say we flunk. And 80% of the people reject you. 80%. That's in class, that was a C, right? That means we'll impact 1 million people. That's pretty darn good. And if we do that, we will be in a position, because the statistics say that the first 100,000 to 150,000 people in the business, they're the ones who earn 80% of the wealth of the company. Now, if you're here for the very first time or the 51st time, doesn't matter. I need you to understand where we are. We are in, did I say we got new products? We are still formulating. We are still pioneering. That's where we are. We have not hit momentum yet. So this statistics that did not come from us, it came from business. You can find this S-curve anywhere in business journals. If you're here now, before momentum hits, then 80% of the wealth will come to you because you entered the right place at the right time. And then Harvard Business School takes it to another place. They say you should choose a company that's at least 18 months old. That's us. 90% of the companies fail their first 18 months. Let me tell you something. We thrived in the middle of a pandemic, guys. We made money during the pandemic because we were helping people with their stress. Our products did that. But they also say if a company has less than 500,000 people, that's us. It's a great opportunity. So we're a great opportunity. But if it has less than 100,000, it's an opportunity of a lifetime. Well, guess what, everybody? This is the opportunity of a lifetime. And I am so grateful that you took the time out of your schedule to share this with us today. And all I want you to do is get back with the person that invited you and tell them thank you, first and foremost, for exposing you to this information. And then secondly, just praise God you were here.